Okay, looks like it's working. Hang on, hang on. Before we get started, can I just say so? Oh, this is different. Sure, you can say something. Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah, no problem, dude. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. You're welcome. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. That's how I know you care about this experience. You're paying attention. Aw, thank you. And I appreciate you paying attention. I don't usually get that from my games, but it's nice. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. What? I guess you could look in my... You're on... My PlayStation's connected online. You could probably do that. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Okay, what was your deal? Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see this screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Oh, my favorite time. Go ahead, pick whatever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. Oh, thank you so much. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Well, that's so sweet of you, Infinite Void, who knows what I play and how I play and knows if I've been on to anything. Thank you, Infinite Internet Void. I think. Begin the game. The end is never, the end is never, the end is never, the end is loading. Apple and onion, having lots of fun. Apple and onion. Okay. Ah, trophy.
This is the story
Welcome back.
of a man named Stanley.
What?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
I've already done this, though.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427, and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Does the game know
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk.
I've played through this before. It acknowledged it. Why are we doing this again?
How long to push them, and in what order. This
Press
is what
I on
employee
your keypad.
427 did every day, every month, of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Okay.
And Stanley was happy.
Cool.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Yep.
Something that would forever change Stanley.
Yeah.
Something he would never quite forget.
Yeah.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour.
Okay, can I... Oh, yeah, I skipped. Hold on, I just want to see something. Begin the game again. Settings. There isn't a save option that I missed, right? Reset settings. Delete save data. Okay, so no, it automatically... Pretty sure it auto-saves. Simplified controls. What? Yeah, whatever. Okay, so it does know. It's just fucking with me. It's already fucking with me. From the moment I boot up the game.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a nor did it advance the story in any way.
Shut up, I'm going. Because, yeah, the input things aren't here either. It's tiny little details that let me know that this game did, in fact, save my data. And it's not just, oh, do it all over again. So, okay. Uh, I... Is that for me? Okay. Thanks.
Oh, new content?
Yeah,
What does that mean, new content?
Well, it means something we haven't seen before, narrator. And apparently I'm going into amnesia land. Oh boy. Is it? Oh, fuck. There was a door there. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what's happening. All I know is I must keep walking. The fuck am I? Aperture science? What was that blue up there? Wait.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
You're welcome.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Oh god.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
I'm only 2 years late then.
The game for consoles and home computers.
Hooray! Very nice.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
It does? How? What's in it? What'd you add?
Please, step inside and see what
oh god, it's gonna be a loop.
The Stanley Parable.
No, it's an endless loop!
Oh, well, this sounds delightful.
Let me out.
I'm very excited to see the thrilling new
This is not a dance.
Content.
Okay, thank god. Wait, so... Okay. What new content awaits us?
So far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but
Is
I'm
it the
sure
Raphael
it's
edition?
just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
There's gonna be a goat or something. I'm gonna go there, and it's just gonna... well, first it's gonna drop my ass down a shaft.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere?
And...
here we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if them... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
All right. Chill, man. I'm going. I can only walk so fast. Oh, God. All
right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Oh, my God, I can jump. Wait, what's this connected to?
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Okay. I'll be honest, I was expecting, like, you know, a little bit of confetti or some kind of joke, not just no. You know? Okay. Well, that was interesting. Oh, another one. Okay, here we go.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
It's all
just
to fuck with me.
Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there.
Sure,
Hell,
start reading.
I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box.
Nah.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more.
Wow.
Very good. Yeah.
The narrator's a little
I
fucking
knew there had to be
sassy.
something else.
Especially
Let's see
now.
it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
The running hallway, right? The sprint hallway? Is that what this is?
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore."
Wait, how do I get that one?
Quality assurance department signed off on this.
No, how do I get that one?
I'm
Give me it.
infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game? And we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Actually, his voice sounds... Okay! I hate when they do that. Stanley woke up at his desk. Blah-de-blah-de-blah-de-blah. Oh, shit. I've fucking irreversibly fucked everything. Narrator. Oh dear.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
I don't know if that's a good idea. Shit. Alright, what you got, narrator? If this is a trick, then you got me. What the fuck? The narrator's coffee and a screwdriver, huh? Oh, this is great. Here I go. The end is never, the end is never, the end is never, the end is loading. Kitty walk, we're doing the kitty walk, we do the kitty walk. Okay, is this gonna be like Half-Life or something?
You remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Okay.
So I made something special, and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see what horrors wait beyond me. Wait, is this just the... Oh God. Oh no. Oh fuck.
I call it the Memory Zone.
What?
It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Wait, is this gonna send me back to the old version of the game or some shit? Oh my god, it is. It is. It's going to. The Memory Zone. Na 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 na. You're traveling through time. You're in an uncertain space. You just passed through a door. Oh God! I saw that. I wasn't supposed to see that, but I did. don't forget the Stanley Parable. Zone, sweet zone.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port?
I'm
Remember
quite
back
happy,
in October
actually.
of 2013, when the game originally launched. Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
Did they?
Oh, waste.
I don't know. Stanley Parable, what's that say? I don't have a zoom in button. Whatever, it's clearly the Stanley Parable pasted over it. That's a science mask, okay. This is weird. 2013, oh, fucking. Our first kiss, my first car, the release of Stanley Parable in 2013. Okay, maybe there's nothing wrong with, you know, looking back fondly on memories, but once you start to glorify and romanticize the past, it becomes a problem. Linguistics identify 15,000-year-old ultra-conserved words. The Washington Post. Researchers identify 24 words whose sounds and meaning have survived the past 15,000 years. 6 components of a great corporate culture. John Coleman, Harvard Business. What is this? Buy on pressure, buy on Steam. Oh my god. The Stanley Parable is an exploration of story, games, and choice, except the story doesn't matter. It might not even be a game. And you even eventually do have... Oh, and if you ever eventually have a choice, let me know how you did it. Jesus Christ, I can't read. Good times. Wow. Oh, there's some hidden back there. Okay. Hey, look, it's $1. A trip down memory lane. Smile because it happened. Jesus Christ. Did they sell Stanley Parable on disc? I don't think they did. $1. Nope, nothing. Ugh. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. Fuck that! Unachievable. It is impossible to get this achievement. Thank you so much for letting me know. Nominee. Stanley Parable. Game Innovation. British Academy Game Awards. Wow. Debut game. British Academy Awards. Very nice. New video game releasing today. Creators surprisingly down to earth. Colleges show uneven effort to enroll poor. Oh, it's all just lorem ipsum shit. Business leaders pushing election of council allies. 50% off designer hat. Ooh. $250, huh? Oh, look. There's when I went crazy and died and a woman walked over my corpse. Stanley Parable deals tough choices. Does it? Wow. Oh, look, a piano. In loving memory, little Stanley. What the fuck? I think. I feel like I'm about to be sacrificed.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com.
Oh my
James
god.
Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote,
Wait,
"Where
James
so many
Sterling?
games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art. Stanley Parable strives.
I didn't know Jim
and then
Sterling worked on
succeeds to be
Destructoid.
every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing.
That's a hell
It's
of a
no
reference.
games at all.
Okay.
It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Okay, dude. Wow, I didn't realize that... Huh, that's cool. The tasteful nostalgic, it was good. The Stanley Parable begin game. Door, wall. Okay, what's down here? Can't read what that says. I guess I'm having fun, but it's also a little bit weird. Person of the year. Oh, wow, it's them design. Okay. Don't like the sound of the baby crying. The end is never. Computer. Car. Stanley Parable. Was this like a box set you could buy? I don't ever remember that, but that's interesting. Okay. Oh, there's something over here. The greatest wealth is memory. 29.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content.
I mean,
all they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
You're fucking with me. I know it. I know you're fucking with me. Wait a minute. Oh my god, this is real. I think this is real. I think they just screen capped it. Oh my god. Source engine. Repeat carpet textures. Oh my god. How do I get out? Oh yeah, they are real? Wow. Oh, okay, I guess
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Not really.
But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again.
Never think that way.
Hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
Oh, great.
What's this? What's down here?
About to get jumped by fucking Freddy Fazbear. Just you watch. Oh, it's all the bad memories. Ooh. Ooh, how fun.
No. Oh, God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas.
From
the
Steam.
Extremely popular online storefront for computer games.
So you couldn't say Steam.
I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
No. Never, ever, ever look at the comments, dude.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining.
Get fucked, dude.
Funny.
Get
I'm
fucked.
Trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art.
Oh, I wasn't finished reading
I could write up a
that.
handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
This is gonna go bad, isn't it? Okay. Just gonna... I was hoping that this would, like, play into the Raphael thing, but... I don't know. This might be better than that. This area was added later once they ported the game. Yeah, that was the whole thing. Like, I went through a door called New Content. It took me through an elevator, and then the narrator was disappointed. And then we got to here, and he's like, "Oh, I'll show you new content." Brr. I can't... Come on, you made that one blurry on purpose.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh,
Hey,
goodness.
you're fine.
This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
No game is going to be for everybody, dude. That's the wonderful thing about variety. I'm not really into racing games, but there are people who go absolutely nuts for them. Not my thing. Does that mean that I wish racing games didn't exist? No.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Oh.
A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that.
I don't
need one. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record.
It won't
Only
fix anything.
positive
Oh,
reviews
God.
Of the Stanley
Oh, God.
That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
You remember this? I sure as hell don't. This is weird, man. I'll just skip the skip button. There is no door. Oh, you watched Mark play it. Nito Burrito. I did not.
And here it
What?
is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is. So on and so forth, until inevitably, until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So,
okay.
now you see.
Wow.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it,
Oh my
I'd
God.
say it was perhaps
Here we
less
go
of
again.
a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto.
No.
Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice.
Right.
That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been? Making every choice to which you've ever given your Greek gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to
Yeah,
it.
does it now?
But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone?
No,
It
I
has
kind
a
of associate
mouthfeel that is
manifesto
rich
with
with
worse
ambition and
things.
history. Ambitious history, if you will. Ah. See, now you've gotten me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look. I have a method for exactly this sort of situation.
Press the
and
button?
I do find myself in this situation frequently.
You tell me to press the
I'm going
button?
to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other.
Oh,
in
yeah?
which case, the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's
You're a fan of
rescued
that
me
word,
from
I'm
disaster
noticing.
in countless situations. All right, here we go.
Yeah, go for it.
Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you?
Yeah.
But that's the power of the button.
Yep.
The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their pressurized gas review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps.
They will not. They've already
To be
moved
honest,
on in life.
I don't even know if one can change their review.
That was
in the
like
first
10
place.
years ago.
I guess I should become better educated on how exactly pressurized gas works. Perhaps that would have been a smart thing to check on before I went on about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is who runs pressurized gas will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review merely because of this very situation.
No.
Yes, I think that's quite... Perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review so that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game. Let me start over. How about this? From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality.
Oh. He stopped. Okay.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Oh, shit.
It's not unendurable by any means, but it's there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again.
Oh, yeah?
I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated.
The door is gone.
And we can say goodbye to it and... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go?
You removed the door.
Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on. And
well, I guess
please
we'll
step
have to
away
move
from the skip
on.
button to go anywhere other than the skip button.
Bah.
There was a door here before.
Bah.
Stanley! Stanley!
What?
Stanley,
What?
please
What?
don't
What?
push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Why?
You've just been frozen
Why?
there.
12
I don't know why the
hours.
skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone.
Yeah.
I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button. And if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. Boop. Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Uh-oh.
You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
Jesus, dude.
Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here.
That's horrible.
Not a single person to speak with.
Oh no, the
And you think
tree!
that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. would you think that it's exactly the same as always?
Yeah.
Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking?
Yes.
But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all.
No?
It isn't even close.
Oh,
because
tell me.
I know you can't hear me once you push that button.
Oh, how
That's
terrible.
what I'm realizing now, Stanley.
Yeah?
I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I
you need
needed there to be
validation.
a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching part.
No.
I'll burn my story
No.
to the ground.
No, don't do that.
One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything,
Oh,
is to
fuck.
know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real.
Oh, God.
Maybe I'm not just a fiction. Was I scared of that all along?
Oh, boy.
Perhaps. Yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time, that if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding quietness.
That sucks.
I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying. I can tell that I am becoming less and less real. Yet to speak to you now, I am alive. I am truly and completely here. I am a being. I am someone. I am something.
You are a
I am
narrator.
being listened to.
You're
I
a
am
person
being
who
recognized.
spoke,
The
so,
emptiness
yeah.
between us has collapsed, and I feel right now like I am not a work of fiction. I feel as though I occupy space in this world again, and I have cast a shadow onto
Jay
the
is
wall.
skeptical.
You see
What do you
what
think
I'm
the
saying,
narrator
don't you?
right now?
You can see what this
He's
means.
fine. He's a
I'm
bit
so
talky,
clear about
but
it now, Stanley. I feel as certain about this as I've ever felt about anything at all. I feel renewed. I feel restored, and already I can sense the looming silence as you will press the button for the next time.
No, I wasn't.
What a terrible dread it strokes in my heart to think of it.
I wasn't-
Think of returning to such
I'm gonna press it.
coldness. Come, let us sit in silence together here for just a moment. Let us anticipate it. Let us welcome it. Let us not run from it.
I'm not. What? Okay. Overall, the narrator's fine. He's a bit of a sassy bitch sometimes, though, which is great. Boop. Oh.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year.
A
Have you
year?
ever
Fuck.
sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year?
No.
Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question of free will that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no singular outcome of events, not if all events existed in the same moment. And I felt freed.
I
felt unburdened by the need to manifest a particular outcome into being. I saw that I could allow myself to exist along all timelines.
Oh God, I've
and
turned
that
you into
each
an
of them
omnipotent
was
being.
Simply a strand in the web of my being.
Oh
It
no.
was incredible. The spaciousness, the equanimity of the moment, both singular and infinite.
Fuck.
For the longest time, this was my experience. And then, this moment passed, and the most unyielding fear I have ever known crept into my mind. And it is this sensation that I have been experiencing now
What,
for
fear?
longer than I could have ever expected was possible. I have been waiting for you. Not that you might save me or do something to fix it, but merely to state for you the plain fact of this manner of existence. I wish you to feel afraid as I do.
Oh,
that perhaps
I don't want
one
to.
day this state of mind will consume you as well.
No, thank you.
Perhaps you will somehow, in some way, have to live as I do now, and I wish for you to know how excruciating it is.
That's
and
kinda
for you
malicious,
to be in
dude.
true terror of its eventual arrival.
No, I'm
if
good.
I can only do this, only this one thing, perhaps it will bring me the smallest moment of peace in the darkness.
Well then. Goodbye. Huh? Where am... Ah, there we go. Well, okay, bye. What? What? Well, that's annoying.
But they didn't understand
What?
the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demand. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being.
Within reason.
Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than
No.
to do so? Yes!
No.
Yes!
No,
It
TikTok
seems
has
that
proved
this is
that
now
is a very
the world
bad
we live
idea.
in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives.
Well,
It has come to represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people, because otherwise, without our entertainment, we have nothing.
Okay, that I
Without
kinda do
entertainment,
agree with.
we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves.
Yeah.
We would turn to look at our deeper nature and find a resounding emptiness gazing back with unyielding aggression.
Yeah.
And so because of this, we require that our amusements and our playthings and our flights of fancy be so impossibly captivating that they consume all of our attention, turn our heads completely away from the bleakness. In effect, we have demanded that our entertainment be the collapse of ourselves. What a pitiful reflection of humanity these entertainments are. What a shameful mirror to the human spirit they project. I'm not mad. I'm not mad about any of this. I'm at peace
Kinda,
with it.
yeah.
I am
Like,
the calm
he
center
is
of
having like
gravity
a tantrum,
around
but
which
he's
these
also kinda
perversions
right
hurl
a little
themselves.
bit.
I am a waypoint for reasonable and collected discourse.
Fuck.
They're the ones who are mad. They're the ones who couldn't stand the idea of me using my game to try to say something. Maybe they were just jealous of me. Yes. They've been jealous of me this whole time. They are mired in fear and insecurity and cannot help but attempt to tear me down. What a sad state of affairs.
Okay. There's only so much truth I can handle at one point, you know? Well, let me have a little bit at least. Fuck.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the
Oh, God.
end, is never the 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 end.
I'll just let you enjoy this one.
Is never the end.
You have fun with that. Huh? This is starting to get just a little bit spooky, but I mean, nothing too bad. Oh. Well, okay then. Eventually this place will crumble and I will be free. Like that. Now, if only I could, Wow, this is what it would be like if you were immortal and just trapped in a prison. You would just have to sit there and wait for the fucking walls to crumble around you. Countless millennium. Hey! Look at that, we got some greenery! Got a little bit of dirt, we got this, bar that clips in and out of existence, we got, we got some sunlight, it's not so bad in here now. Been long enough for the weather to break, yeah. Oh. I don't like this. I don't like this one. I'm gonna leave this one. Definitely don't like this one. Come on, button. Yeah, I'm good. Good thing you get frozen in time. Oh, God. Frozen in time and don't need to eat, drink, or anything. I'm free. I'm free! But what? Ah, it hurts my eyes. Oh, no! They've Dark Souls 3'd me! Everything is gone. Everything is ash now. The trees, the tide, the grass, the ground. Oh, that was Maui just messing around. It's all gone. And the only thing I can do is walk. Onwards. Far off into the distance. As far as my legs will carry me. Always looking back to seeing where I've been. Okay. Did I win? Is the game over? Is the narrator insane now? Is the narrator dead? What happened? Are we good? I have so many questions that will be resolved right now as this game loads in. Oh, thank God. I never thought I'd be happy to see this place again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Wait. Aha! Aha! I did it! I figured it out!
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Oh.
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure.
Wow, good job,
and its
dude. You really got
examination
me.
of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
Could use a
Why
little
don't
bit
we
of color.
take a minute just to drink it all in?
Yeah, okay, sure.
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yeah! Ah!
Ah.
No.
Then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop?
You probably
Do you
would have
think
reset
it would
it.
have been particularly different?
Yes.
Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer?
Yes.
Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option?
No.
Clearly, this whole gag takes some time.
I'm not doing that.
What if the other option is even longer?
No.
How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration?
I don't wanna.
And this is Rich. perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option.
There's a continue
Indeed,
button?
You are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky.
Sorry, dudes.
Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
You're really gonna make me do this? Begin the game again, you cheeky fuck. Alright, let's go do it again and try the yes option and see if it's any different. It's not going to be any different. Actually, no, it will be different just now for the second one because I said it wasn't. Cheeky fucker. That's what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing. I'm going to prove it right now.
Gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Aha! Alright, let's do it.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map.
Yeah.
Until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design
good job.
all along.
Good game.
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
Move it along.
So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now.
Yep.
What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Boom. Are you sure it'll change? I don't know. Boop. Oh.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just restart the game any old time you want. Like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate.
Oh my God.
I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
What are you going to do? Oh, seriously?
There once was a man named Stanley.
Oh, sweet. Entertainment.
Who people considered so manly.
Yeah, that's me.
But the truth must be told, he was not very old.
Yeah.
And was quite particularly gangly.
Huh?
What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton.
Yeah.
He did it all day in a meaningful way. But his brain had long ceased to function.
Oh, no.
Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible.
I ain't giving up, you
and
dick.
if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become quite unbearable.
There once was a fucking narrator who talked so much it was a grater. A grater for the ears, a knot among his peers, and then when I said something, he broke into tears. Try closing your door when the game starts. Okay. Alright, I'll just reset then. Fuck it. Since they're fucking with me. Woo! Try closing the door when the game starts. I'll just do that. Here I go.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever.
No.
I will be happy.
No!
Stanley waited. Hours passed. Then days. Had years gone by?
No.
He no longer had the ability to tell.
Maybe a minute.
But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Okay. Fair, you got me. Ha! Pretty funny. Pretty silly. Little silly boy. Playing tricks on me, narrator. You do like to use this voice when you sass me, don't you? Well, I can do it too. Alright, well, that was funny. Onwards!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh, wait.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-worker.
Boop. Power of the book. Oh, wait, awaiting input. It's back to normal? Oh, so it did get reset. Interesting. Huh. God fucking damn it. You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. Come on. What's it gonna be this time? What marvelous insight has the narrator found? Oh, there's the elevator again. We're just getting right to it then, huh?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever...
Oh boy!
The Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, shit. Wait, for real? 427. Wait.
Yes, you see? Isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Testing 2 print. Alright.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Well, okay. I mean, go on, man. If you got the passion for it, by all means. Why is this office space so fucking sterile? Okay, I'm here for the investor meeting. Party of one. They're back 2 doors. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. Old and busted. Yuck. New hotness. Cool red section of the chart. Boring sections of the chart. Ugh. 1. More Stanley Parable. 2, better Stanley Parable, win-will. Sequential mind share. The color red, leverage, holistic value. Brick and mortar approach, envelope, client-centric marketing. Paradigm shift, synergy. 2 is the new number 1. 2 brain, 2 plants. 2 cups. There's another phone around here somewhere, right? Okay, there isn't 2 phones, but whatever. That's fine. Thanks. Thanks for attending. Oh, that's nice. You're welcome, buddy. Oh my God, 2 Stanleys. Wow.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical.
No. That's where BioWare went wrong. Don't do that. Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, City. Divinity Original Sin 2, hey, Doom 2, wait. Aladdin 2, did it pull these from my fucking game library? Wait, no, I don't have Portal or Half-Life, so. I got all these, though. Well, I don't have Doom 2, I have Doom Eternal, so. I got Dark Souls 2, I don't, actually, I might not have Aladdin 2. That might be, I might not have that. I have the Disney collection, where it's like Lion King and Aladdin, though. Don't have the Jungle Book DLC, though, apparently. They said it was going to be free, but apparently they changed their minds? I don't know. This way to the show floor. New features, new content. Hall Expo. Okay, here I go, to the screening, I guess. Wow, you really made a whole...
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
The button that says the name. Oh, God. Okay.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Okay, if this actually does it, that's gonna be a little bit freaky. Name. Oh, is it just gonna say name or Stanley? You are Stanley, of course. Fuck. Okay, how real does this get?
Jim.
So, I right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here,
oh my God.
Let's have you role play as Jim
I'll
to
be right
really
back.
simulate
I gotta
the
blow
full
my nose.
experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply?
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name.
Okay, I'm Jim.
Okay,
I'm
we're
Jim.
doing it again. And
I'm
this
Jim
time,
Halper.
let
I
me
work in an
finish
office. I'm obsessed with my
allow yourself
coworker
to become
Pam.
Jim. Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim, staying up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover as Jim, developing a crippling substance addiction as Jim.
Wait, no.
Rediscovering yourself
I don't want that
through
one.
fringe religious groups as Jim.
No, I don't
and
want that one
finally
either.
Dying a slow death at an old age, surrounded by members of your cult as Jim.
I don't want the
feel
cult
it
of
in your
Jim.
soul? Are you really, truly Jim
I'll take
right
Cult of the
now?
Lamb, though. That one looks
If
fun.
so, then please step forward and press the button.
Fine. Okay. I'm Jim.
Jim.
Wow. Oh my God.
Yes,
It's
you
like
see?
it's really me.
What a thrill! What a rush! That was you!
What a
The
thrill.
button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Okay. Here.
Jim.
Oh my God, it's
It's
me.
even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's
Want to know
take a
something
break
stupid?
from the Jim
Yes.
button. I'm too
Tell me.
emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Whew. Okay. No more Jim. That's too much Jim. One more Jim for the road.
Whoa there, cowboy.
Woo!
Sometimes a person can be too
I'm Jim
much
crazy.
Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away.
Wait, no,
Otherwise,
no,
soon
no,
you'll start to lose
no.
all sense of who you actually are.
No! No! My Jim! My gymnast! Fuck you! Fucking damn it. I was finally Jim. I was finally experiencing Jim. And he took it away from me.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2.
There's a
That
professor
would
who
actually
wrote a
save
whole
me the work
proposal
of finishing this
to make
feature.
all animals herbivores. That is dumb. Enjoy the new features. Alright, what's in here? Epilogue. Wait, no, I don't want the epilogue yet. Please no screenshots. Oh, don't worry, I won't screenshot anything. A whole new office. 999. Red is the new orange. When someone made a joke on Twitter about Lion King being too hard to grasp, she said it was Predator propaganda. Wow. The new updated Ray Trace, more of the same but in a good way, sequel to the... New features, new content, new ideas. Consistent quality with just the right amount of change. The baby is all... I haven't even gotten to that. Come on. Coffee? Let's see. The button that says the name of the player, jump circle, infinite hole. Okay, that sounds... Oh, sick! Merch! Okay, I guess the merch store isn't open right now. Let's see. The reassurance bucket. Oh, yeah! Give me one of those. I'll take a reassurance
A
bucket.
common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those
Oh.
who played it.
It's not
Well,
here.
I am happy
Oh.
to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance
Oh
Bucket.
my god, there it
You see,
is.
Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind.
Can I
and
touch
your
it?
heart. It's true.
Come on, let me
As long
touch
as
it.
you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal.
Let me touch it.
Perhaps even comforting.
Come on.
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game
I want
to
the
be less
bucket. Give me the
uncomfortable.
bucket.
Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Yes. Yes, the bucket. Oh.
Can you feel it? The
Yes.
glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
There's an
And in
actual movement to
fact,
either turn all
can I
predators
say
into
that I do
herbivores or
believe the
wipe them
bucket
out
lends
entirely?
you an
What
air
the
of
fuck?
charisma as well?
That's
I think
stupid.
that just holding it has made
That's
you the
genuinely
slightest bit more
stupid.
attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Well, I'm keeping this bucket, so...
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already. Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday.
Get Well Someday.
Which would you go with?
Get Well Someday. That's the one I'm gonna go with. Oh, okay.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Damn it.
Happy 12th birthday.
You tricked me. But it's okay, I have my bucket, so I'm fine. But yeah, that whole Wipeout Carnivores thing is fucking stupid.
Maybe I should have gone with... No.
Genuinely
no,
brain
I've made
dead.
my decision. We're moving on.
What's down here? Okay. Oh wait, is this the infinite hole?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly
I don't wanna,
fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
There's so much I haven't explored yet, though. I don't want to go in the infinite hole just yet. Not yet, not yet. Don't... Did you experience the jump circle? I experienced the old jump circle, not the new one, though. So I will go and experience the new jump circle. What is that, a fucking Funko Pop me avatar? Free, new, and easy trophy. I can't... Okay, well. I do like getting trophies, so... Free trophy. Get yours right now. Pull the lever, receive your new trophy, no more steps. It just works. This obviously isn't a killing
here's something
trap.
special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident?
Yeah.
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy.
Oh,
yes.
sick!
You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken.
Come
I'm not a
on,
wizard,
man!
Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
So... If I just keep at it, maybe it'll work. Alright, fine. That's unfortunate. Okay, back to finding the,
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
the trophy. No, oh, you are slowly rotating. The exits are... Oh, wait, we have a map. Jump circle. This map. Free trophy. Button says the name. Merch settings. World champion. What? Wait, where's that? You're here, so that's back... over here? Oh, wait, this is the jump circle.
You know what? let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Seriously, dude? You can't just give me more jumps? Settings world champion, infinite hole. All right, I'll go see the world champion of the settings. Damn it. Okay, then. What's this? That's new! Okay. Is this just the epilogue again? Epilogue. Okay, yeah. Oh, I haven't gone to over there. So I'll go check out what's over there. It's like visiting a fucking expo, but there's nobody here. Can you find them? Hey, my trope! Oh no, my bucket's still here. Okay.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
What's the point in the collectible, then? Also, this is getting me a pretty bad vibe right about now. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Ah! Okay. Are there actually collectibles to find here?
When you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I swear to God, there's actually Stanley collectibles to find here. God damn it. Infinite hole, exit, office decorations, status reassurance bucket. Alright. I think the only thing left is the, congrats, you've unlocked hidden collectibles. Wait, no. No, are you serious? I have to actually find hidden collectibles now? Oh, God. Wait, was this open before? Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, I guess that's all there was, so to the infinite hole I go. Okay. Infinite hole time. Long awaited, much anticipated, never been graded. The infinite hole. I embrace my end.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so.
Oh, I can still
Now
move
then,
around.
Since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Oh, what? You're actually giving me one.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Why?
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Why? Is there an end to this hole?
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
Oh.
Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity.
Oh, here comes the
From
end.
one perspective,
Oh.
the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Oh!
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue
There's a lot
here
of
is
cigarette
just that
butts
you're
down here, man.
unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Yeah, probably.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Fine.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you.
Yeah, you're right.
The problem is that you like holes too much.
Yeah, I do.
Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't
Oh, here
need to
comes the
see
end?
it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird...
Kwong.
Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
Yes, it
I
did.
couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before.
I absolutely did.
Admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
Holes for life!
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a
Bonk.
thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep.
I
even
agree.
by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here?
I don't know.
Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something.
What?
Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Yeah, now you're getting it. See?
Well,
Come
there
on.
it is. The shame of my lie has come
Oh.
to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot.
Huh.
How is this still appealing to you?
Yeah.
I know you're obsessed with holes,
my
but at this
hole.
depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch.
My hole.
Oh, who am I to judge?
I got my
you
bucket.
just do whatever
I got
it
my
is
hole.
you're here
Yeah,
to do, and
woo.
hit the teleport button when you're
You
ready
like
to
a nice
move
hole.
on.
Yeah, Jay. There you go, man. Triangle to return to the surface. Uh-oh.
Is the teleport button not working?
It's not working.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment.
Well,
Still
can you fix
nothing?
it?
Well, I suppose there's one thing I can do to fix this.
Hey, Gopher.
I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
Wait, hey!
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's
Hey!
a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
Get back here and take me
care,
out of the
Stanley.
hole.
I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
I am going to destroy you, narrator. You can't leave without me. I am the one with free will. I am the one with choice. I'm not the one stuck. What's happening? What's happening? Oh. Oh my God. Miracles do exist. Oh, really? Happy birthday, dude. Hope you had a really good one. The hole. It's getting deeper. Yes. Yes. The hole. Take me deeper. Change your perspective. Whoa! Whoa! Oh! Your folks decided to get you a present each day of the week. Wow. Whoa! Oh! Change my perception. Yeah! Yeah! Bam! Now we're grooving, baby! Whoa! Ah! Wait! Wait, what? Who am I? Who am I? Who the fuck is this? Oh God.
Stanley!
Go, what, go!
Oh, good, you're awake.
No!
It seems you had sort of dozed
No,
off
I was happy!
drifting away into dreamland.
I was happy!
That's Stanley. Because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss
That was
a
so
single moment.
magical!
So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
Fucking hate
From
you.
the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this
I was
hole.
happy in the
And I'm
hole.
looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley.
It was
I'll
magic.
be back. Toodle-pip.
Ba 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 da 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 ba ba ba. Yes, yes. Come on, do it again. Ah! God damn it. Oh, I'm going back
Here
to
we
the hole.
are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Going back to the hole. Hole. Going back. Oh God, everything's. Yep, that's all. Yep. Back to the hole I go. You can't stop me from being happy. It is my destiny. Whee! I got my butt. Oh. He can't stop me. Well, guess I'll leave. Bam, bam, bam. Woo! Today, my sis from Texas shipped me a collection of Marvel Marvel comics. Nice, awesome, dude. That sounds like a pretty good time. The Stanley Parable 2.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
The narrator was not satisfied with the new content found in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, and decided to make it the Stanley Parable 2 instead. New mug. Oh, I'm up here now.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I
Yeah.
know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere.
Oh,
Say,
I agree.
Let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful
take me back to the hole.
gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
I guess.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
A leaky pipe and a rusty nail.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay,
Yeah, you can make it
Hold
work.
on. Let me do a different arrangement.
Okay, you know, take your time.
Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Okay. Oh, it's getting worse. Hey,
Who am
look, I got
kidding,
2 holes
Stanley?
now.
This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot
I don't know
of
if it's supposed to
gags.
be hidden. They
And I
literally
do very
brandished
much
a door
enjoy
called New
creating
Content
gags,
and
but
led
they
me
don't add
to
up
it.
to anything.
So I don't know if
wanted
it's
more than
hidden,
anything
per
to create
se.
a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision
which
and
is exactly
integrity
what
of
the
the
Ultra
original
Deluxe
game.
is, you fucking dick.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would
He's
need
come
a
full
really,
circle.
really tremendous title screen.
Incredible.
A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up.
Just don't make it like Overwatch 2, please, for the love of God.
Go ahead. Take a look.
Alright, dude, here I go. Oh, God, okay, here I go. Bam, bam, bam. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Bam, bam. It's stupid, but I am genuinely going to miss that hole. I had fun with... Oh my fucking God. Wait, is this for real? There's no way this is real. But the Stanley Parable 2 was already announced. Was it now? That's incredible. Oh, goddamn. Crows. You guys are some wild motherfuckers. Bam, bam, bam. Ba-na-na-na-na. Press X to
This
skip.
is the story of a man named Stanley.
Nope, show me it all.
Stanley worked for a
Oh,
company
God,
in
the
a big building
balloons!
where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Incredible.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Yep, come on.
Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
How far
Something
are they
he would
going to
never
take
quite
this, I
forget.
wonder?
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to
Oh
give
my
him
God, I
instructions,
hate those balloons.
call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
God damn it.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh, shit, it's my bucket.
Stanley picked up the
Yeah! Reassurance bucket, baby! Oh, that... okay. New content door? Oh, it didn't... Huh. Okay.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
How much of this is new?
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was
Yes.
this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Well then.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Oh. Okay.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, I don't really wanna.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
Yeah, good.
The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Yeah, thank you, bucket.
Good.
I
said the
like
bucket.
you.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
No.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him.
Nope.
And he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Sorry, bucket. I'm going rogue and taking you with me. Danger, danger everywhere. So the narrator not even gonna talk to me anymore?
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there.
But-
it says, no
but-
buckets
but my
past this
bucket!
point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here?
But-
Unless, what
I
if
need
the
to bring the
problem is
bucket.
that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
But it's my
I
bucket.
suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point.
No, it's
which,
mine.
If that's true, well, my goodness. I think we have to do something about it.
It's mine and you
This
can't do anything about it.
misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if
No.
not addressed quickly and properly.
No.
So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
Oh, really?
Please, step in here for a moment.
Okay. I don't really have any other choice, so... Where am I going with this bucket? Oh, God. We're really doing this, huh?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Why do you let me
Okay,
do
let's
this?
begin.
You know it's gonna fuck with you.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yeah, the bucket.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Oh, okay.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
You fucking with me? You're fucking with me.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Correct. This is a bucket.
Yeah. Bucket.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
It holds liquids, so yes.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Oh, hey, look.
Is this a bucket?
It's another bucket.
Correct. This is a bucket.
Yeah, I knew it. See, that's a bucket. Obviously.
Item 6.
Hey, Diamond.
Is this a bucket?
Why the music? Mr. Popo, bitch. All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle. Yes.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Oh my god, it's Schrodinger's bucket.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Do you need to go out, Soraya? 1 second. My dogs need to go outside.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Yes.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence.
Exactly!
And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Potentially. Can you hold
Stanley,
water?
I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with.
Yes.
I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that.
What?
I'm sorry.
No.
But I'm going to erase all
No!
buckets from the game entirely.
No, not my bucket!
Okay, here we go.
No. No! You took away my hole.
What happened?
You took away
Is
my
everything
bucket.
gone?
Everything was a bucket.
disappear? Wait,
You disappeared.
was
Yes.
everything a bucket?
Yes.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket.
Yes,
Oh my
you
God,
fool.
I had no idea. Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either.
I can be a
this
bucket.
Is wonderful news. We're not buckets.
How do you know?
Yes,
Don't
I actually feel
I could
much
identify
more at
as a
ease
bucket.
right
Don't you
now.
judge me.
It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game.
Yeah, you kind of
So,
destroyed
tell you
everything.
what, I'll reset everything, and we'll put back all of the buckets.
No.
Okay?
No, give me
And
back
we'll
my bucket.
know that it's all a bucket.
No,
But
give
if
me
you
back
run into
my bucket.
anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Give me back my fucking bucket. You took away my hole. You took away my bucket. You won't give me the trophy. Give me back my bucket. I earned it. It is my safety bucket. It's my comfort bucket. The bucket lets me know that things are safe. That things are real. That things are absolute. Am I still playing Stanley Parable 2?
Already this was uncomfortable.
Oh, God.
And Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
What? Bucket!
Stanley lifted the bucket into
Yes!
his arms, and a wave of
Oh,
comfort
bucket.
rushed over him.
Bucket, bucket, bucket. Okay. We're good. Need to talk there, champ? Nah. Nah, I'm good.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna escape with the bucket. The bucket will lead me to freedom. Come, my bucket. Is it raining outside? I could catch the water with my bucket!
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
My bucket.
Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
The broom closet.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
Yes!
The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
You can feel that, can't you?
What?
The aura of jealousy?
No.
It's as clear as day. This
No.
broom closet believes it deserves the
No.
bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket.
I won't.
I know how
I'll
hard
never
it
give up
must
this
be,
bucket.
given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong.
I know.
This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
I'll never give you a
Can't
bucket.
hand it over. Oh, no.
No way.
We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it
Why?
has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
Why are you fucking saying this?
That your
Why are you putting
relationship
words in my
is
mouth,
purely
huh?
superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I'd never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together.
Yeah, that's
Go
right.
through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
That's right. So first off, I found the bucket like an hour ago, and then I discovered the bottomless hole, and together we had the most incredible...
I got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all.
What?
Here we go.
Oh!
There. Now it's settled.
Oh.
No more debate, no more discussion.
Good.
Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things. All right, I've got a second sticker back here,
Ooh,
and I'm
second
going to
sticker?
slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate.
What is it? Shimmy, show me, show me, show me.
You
Ooh,
see,
a bucket sticker.
I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
Hell yeah, you got a third
That
one
way,
for me?
If you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket.
Yeah.
There really is a wide
That really
variety
helps
of
make things
applications
easier.
for this sticker.
Do you have a third? Come on, give me a third. I've been a good boy. Give me a third sticker. Give me a sticker. You got any more?
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with but now, the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment.
The
and to
nerve!
be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Yeah, that's right. Me and my bucket, friends for life. Alright, let's see. No? Okay. Onwards!
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Alright, fine. Why does it sound like it's raining outside? Oh, the executive bathroom is back. No! They're real! They're really here? Oh,
We
no!
found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
Oh,
You
god
can't
damn
buy that
it.
sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
I thought it was a joke. I told you. For picking up the first you've cursed of. Oh, man. Whoa. Wait. I could never do this before. That. Congrats. Thanks, dude. appreciate it. Oh, it was literally waiting for me to press the button. Wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. Stanley. Okay, so it's a trick. A really catchy one, but still a trick. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now,
cat
in his
picture.
darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him, always. The
One
bucket
second.
would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Yes.
Yes. This is certainly the most logical explanation.
The bucket is my friend. The bucket will never lie to me. The bucket will never hurt me. Son of a bitch.
Another miniature Stanley figurine.
Hi, big
This,
bro.
you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? Or what about Stanlerines?
Or just
yes,
Stanleys.
I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Jax, there isn't room to be doing this. Come on. Ooka chaka, ooka chaka, ooka chaka, ooka ooka ooh. Hello, Jax. Jax, please settle down, baby. I love you too. Good boy. You so good, doggies. Yes, you are.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would
Okay,
be all Stanley
down.
could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
Good boy.
Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
Yeah.
The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Yeah, that's right. I got a bucket.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
All right, Bucket. I'm trusting you on this.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
My bucket's confused too? Oh, good. Then it's not just me. What else do you think, Mr. Bucket? Uh-huh. Oh, that's an idea. Oh, sorry, the others can't hear you? Hold on. Yeah, that's right. I think
You should take this control device and use it for your own game.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped
Wow,
the
Mr.
bucket in
Bucket.
shock.
That's a
Everyone in the
surprisingly
office
evil
was being
move.
videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears
Oh,
as
no.
Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Don't listen to that narrator fuck. He just wants to mislead you. I know what's really going on, though. You can trust your old friend, Mr. Bucket. Ho 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 ho!
Was
All right,
the
Mr.
bucket
Bucket.
under the mind control facility's influence as well?
Are
Had
you?
the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
Oh my
What
god.
kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
I got pearls on my neck, I'm at the chum bucket. I got Pearl giving neck 'cause she's a cum bucket.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world.
That's right, my
At this
bucket.
point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
That's right. Trust your friend, Mr. Bucket. I'll tell you exactly what you need to do.
But here was the proof.
Just play along for
The
now.
heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world.
Let him
They
believe what he wants.
high-fived in a really cool way.
Yeah,
and
that's
the
right.
bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Yeah, you can just let him keep talking about this. It's fine. He won't know a thing until it's too late.
Are you sure we should be doing this, Mr. Bucket?
Absolutely. He's been ruining your life for who knows how long. Aren't you ready to finally take the fight back to him?
Well, I guess. I mean, but mind control, is that
When
really
at last
ethical?
they came to the source of the room's power,
Who cares about
Stanley and the
ethical?
bucket knew it was their
You're going to get
obligation
revenge.
to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Jerry, I think you might be losing it. What? It's not me wanting to do it, it's Mr. Bucket.
Scare this, Dick.
But at the last second,
Ha-ha!
the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all
I
along?
told you!
To take
I
over the
told you I
machine
would
and
do it!
claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this?
Bucket,
Stanley
why?
was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust.
No.
When suddenly, an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Bucket? Oh, hey.
Birds.
Oh,
Silly.
silly birds!
The control buttons became active again.
Oh my! Silly birds! Oh, this is great.
What? I don't want fucking birds. I want to control the world.
But can we just enjoy the birds for a little while? Look! This one's a parrot! Oh, look at that bird!
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another,
Oh,
and then
look
it
at that.
dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world.
Oh, that's great.
The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions.
No!
Had
Give
the
me
bucket
mind
known this
control!
all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hand.
Mr.
The
Bucket.
one who had pointed him towards this
Wow.
incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of the place flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
Wow.
God damn it. Fine.
Whew. Wow, that adventure with Mr. Bucket was riveting. I don't know how that would have turned out if Mr. Bucket hadn't helped. God damn. I gotta go find Mr. Bucket again. Will it be the same Mr. Bucket or a different one?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Uh-oh. Things have changed again. Well, my stickers are still here.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
That's right. No, let's see.
That's right. I'm the new Mr. Bucket. I'm much better than the one that wanted to destroy the world. I don't want to do any of that.
Well, that's a relief, Mr. Bucket. Well, should I keep calling you Mr. Bucket?
Well, do you want to keep calling me Mr. Bucket?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay then.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Oh, you know what? You're gonna help me from going crazy. Well, we can give it a try, can't we? Yeah! Okay, let's go, Mr. Bucket. Good thinking. Psst, Jerry. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, what is it?
Oh, God. Trust the completionist instinct. Small floating object appeared across the office. We have to send her this resource. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This is fucking great. Figlies. Follow clues provided by employee 416. We can do it. Red room. Well, I got the one in the red room. Thank you. Good luck. Okay, you're right. Yeah, I should go out the window with the bucket. Okay, I'll do that. There will be a reward for finding them all. I don't think so. Oh, you've actually... A private but smelly place for an important person, the bathroom. Nearby a fireplace. Inside the sequel exhibit. Let's see. Large room, lots of boxes. Stairs. Something to do with stairs. Somewhere both red and blue. Okay. Okay. Gotta collect them all. 5 there be. Just take it from me. Lol. Looks like 427. Ha 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 ha. What? Oh, it looks like Stanley. 427. Somewhere both red and blue. Stairs. Large room, lots of boxes. Okay. So there's hints to find them. That's great. Stairs, eh?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Aha!
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines.
Figlies.
And now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley?
Well, I've already seen them written down as
What name
Figlies.
better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, cool.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Let's go.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket.
No, not at all.
The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all.
There he goes again,
That's
speaking
strange,
for me.
Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort.
He's lying.
And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket.
But it has
Someone
property of
else's
Stanley
bucket,
on it.
perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly...
It's got my
Surely
sticker.
no good would
No,
come from this.
bucket!
Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd.
Damn it.
Now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Pick me up.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
I'm here, Mr. Bucket.
Could it truly be?
Where are
He
you?
rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket
my
after
God.
the next. None
Oh,
of them
no.
were his. None
Oh,
of them
no.
were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
I'll find you,
He
Mr.
had to
Bucket.
find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity.
Mr.
And
Bucket,
then suddenly,
where are
he
you?
froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from.
Is it in my head?
The real bucket was inside of him all along.
Oh my God.
It was incredibly painful.
Ah!
Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Oh. So,
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
do I still get my bucket?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket.
She has the bucket!
Of course, he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and
Give
it's
me
all
my-
just a video
Give me
game.
the bucket.
It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place.
Mr.
How
Bucket,
cruel
no!
the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Seriously, come on. Okay. New goal. Grab the bucket and go outside. Go out the window next with the bucket. Marielle styled on your corpse. How do you feel? I feel styled on. I feel styling.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit.
What?
Was it a sign of something?
What do you
He
mean?
hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Okay.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
I did it.
Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear.
Oh my God.
We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone.
Kiss me,
Now,
Mr.
and
Bucket.
for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self.
What is it? A
The
bucket?
bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed,
my God.
desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans,
What?
and the bucket's own complicity therein,
How?
of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger, of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed,
That's very
and the bittersweet
very good
reality
of you.
of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done,
Like what?
perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
Wow.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
I did?
You're a bucket!
What?
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
Wait, no.
No,
Said the bucket.
No.
not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults.
Oh my God.
I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications. No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
I'm riveted right now.
It's stupid!
No, no.
Ah,
Keep going.
bucket!
I need to hear more.
This is so stupid! Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form,
Oh my God.
transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like...
Oh! Oh my God! Whoa!
My God, Stanley, you did it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power.
What have I done?
You've demonstrated such
What have I
bravery here
done?
today. Come, let's restart the game.
No!
And we'll agree to never again go
No!
trifling with this bucket.
No, the
nor
bucket
the
is my
dark
friend!
magic cast away inside of it.
Oh my God, did I just get rid of the bucket for real? This game is fucking incredible. Oh my God. Ooh, I know what to do. I'll grab the bucket, come back in, and then close the door.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he
Huh?
found the others, wherever they were.
Ah.
Just a matter of time.
Bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around.
Oh, damn it. Let's see, somewhere red and blue. And the other one, lots of boxes, so that's over this way. Red and the boxes is probably the cargo area.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door.
Yo.
This was not the correct
Hey,
way
go
to
for-
the meeting room, but
Yo.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Red and blue.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was.
Yes, it
How
is.
insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Yeah, I'm on the couch now.
Truly, being here with the bucket was a grand adventure.
Indeed.
Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together.
We actually
First,
have been through a
walking
lot with
through
the
the
bucket
door on
together.
the right, then walking to the lounge, then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired.
You ever actually go? Yeah, I've been through the door on the left. I just did it before when I went to the boss's office.
Perhaps this was where the bucket felt most truly at home. Here in the employee lounge. Perhaps it's the only place a bucket can even feel at home.
Beautiful bucket. Bucket, 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 bucket.
Stanley
bucket,
decided
bucket.
to just give the bucket absolutely as much time as it needed to be in the lounge. Clearly, the bucket and the employee lounge shared a special connection.
That's right, Bucket. You're my best friend. Whatever you need, the bucket, I'm gonna give you the bucket. Alright. You ready to leave, Mr. Bucket? Okay.
But finally, the bucket was done being in the lounge, and they took the first open door on their left to get back to
Let's
business.
see. Jerry, I'm gonna insult you so hard. Oh no! What am I gonna do?
No.
Said the bucket.
Oh, there it
Don't
is.
go to
I
the
see it
meeting
shining
room.
over there.
Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
How the fuck? Oh. Oh. This is precarious as all hell. Your mom. Which one? Ha 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 ha. Bam!
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one. And then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different
we?
in the sense that we used to have none of them.
Oh, okay.
And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines.
Oh
None
god,
of us
that's
can.
worse. Just call them Figlies for the love of not Figly Anurines. Oh wait, there's a... The hell does this take me? This is new. I've never been here. Hi, Jaxie, baby. Good girl, Soraya. A good doggy. Yes, I love you. Huh. Nope. Bunch of old cassettes? That's weird. What is this? Oh, I know where I need to go for the last Figly. I gotta go to the museum ending. Eh? Oh!
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore.
Is this Stanley?
The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes.
The bucket?
The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling.
Jaxie, come here, baby.
And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense.
Narrator sound system.
There's
Wait
no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so
hollow.
What do I do with this treasure?
I don't know. Hold it.
I can monetize it.
Wait, how? It's your bucket, though.
It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket.
This suddenly got
But
a lot
I
more
have to be
sinister.
careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get...
What?
What's that? Who's there?
Oh my god.
Gamborata.
Wait! Gamborata, the bucket monster? What the fuck? What? I'm confused. Did I... Was that...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That was an interesting one. I do think I'd like to find out what happens if I don't have the bucket and I go there. Actually, no. You know what? There is one other thing I need to do first.
Bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
Let's see. I think I need to go for the escape route. Huh.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, we're gonna get that last Figly. Yep. Somewhere both red and blue. I'm pretty sure that's the Stanley Museum. Hey, wait a minute. You got any more stickers?
Stanley,
any more
we
stickers for me?
must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers.
Aww.
If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours.
I know.
But alas, no stickers.
Not even just one. Not even one more sticker. Pretty, please. It validates me. It gives me validation for my soul. No? Aw. Alright.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an... But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Certainly the most logical explanation. Aha!
Alright. Snap, crack, pop, Rice Krispies.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Uh-huh.
The door behind them was not shut.
Yep.
Stanley and the bucket still get back on track.
Yeah, we could, couldn't we?
At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for
each
of them.
It's gonna be great. Here we go! Whee! I missed the infinite hole! Haha! Dead. Alright, come on, lady narrator person. Let's do this. Lady who I'm fairly confident
as the machine whirred
did
into
the narration
motion,
for the Pebble and the Penguin.
Inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
Nah.
Farewell, Stanley.
But then...
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
Wait, what about me? Ooh, la la, freedom. The Stanley Parable.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
Oh my god. The bucket. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within, a cavernous void. But through the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here with you out into the world? Will you accept with an open mind that you may be challenging, what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourselves and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were, in ignorance and darkness? Wait, where's my bucket? Ah, shit, I lost my bucket.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own?
Hey, wait, that's my bucket!
Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
My bucket! Hey, there's a door up there. What the fuck? You seriously just jacked my fucking bucket. You're a bucket jacker, lady. Damn it. 25 buckets. A photograph of 25 buckets, the greatest number of buckets ever captured on camera. The photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of his euphoria from exposure to this many... buckets at once. That's a lot more than 25 buckets. Oh man, the Vitruvian bucket. A bucket with 2 handles. This bucket is depicted as having 2 handles. I've had some like that. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. Oh my god. Cool. Okay, we're doing this then. The bucket. Inferno bucket, a replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet in spite of it all, the simple fact remains, no one can control a bucket. You're already kind of bored with the bucket-zeum, the museum? What about this? When ancient buckets roam the land. Yeah! Bucket. While we know the buckets predate the existence of mankind, we don't know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasure. Oh, that's a big bucket. Look at that guy. Look at that guy over there with his bucket.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
The blue path. The hanging bucket. Oh god. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there's yet more always out of reach. Oh god, so that's what they want me to do. Okay. Well, I'll just... Oh, I grabbed the bucket. Shit!
But there is something we can do.
Fuck, I didn't grab the fig leaf.
Something we can do together, you
Damn
and I,
it!
that will right this terrible wrong. Let Stanley die.
What?
Let him be crushed by the machine.
No,
don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as a leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision for...
Jesus Christ! Took in the bucket a little too seriously. Just a smidgen, if you ask me. I never got to experience the other part of that bucket. I'll have to go back there. But first, Gopher, I will acquiesce to your request and do the recorder ending out the bucket. Unless something pops up here that prevents me.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Running past the bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Aha!
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun that it seemed the office had begun was so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun was so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun was so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun was so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun was so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun was so far off the beaten path that it. You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you?
Maybe.
What a silly and trite explanation that would be.
All
the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording?
Well, I mean,
it was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling.
No,
it
that's
must
usually
be so
pretty
simple
bad.
to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
What did I do? I say I like the bucket one much more. Where the dude's being attacked by Chograth or whatever the fuck. I need to find the rest of that bucket lore. Well then.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory.
What?
What did it look like?
What?
There was a computer, perhaps.
Fuck!
And a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
God damn it.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked.
Mr. Bucket,
Stanley
you're back!
just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfect. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
That's right, Mr. Bucket. We're going back to the museum so I can get the Figley. The last Figley. And then I'll, I don't know, die, I guess?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Let's see, 2845. I know that's just a ruse. 2845.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Woo!
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Okay. This time for real. We're gonna do it. We're gonna find out everything we need. We're gonna find that last Figley in the, unless I need to do it in the non-bucket ending, in which case I've wasted everybody's time. Which is a shame. Boo-hoo. But we shall find out together now. Ha-ha! Ba-ha-ha-ha!
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death. The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I'm going back to the
At this
bucket
point,
museum.
Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Bucket, crush the bucket, crush the bucket, box the bucket. Crush, kill, destroy, swag. Oh boy, here we go on another adventure. Squish.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley.
Yes, please do tell me another thing I can do.
As Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
I think I'm starting to run out of endings.
In a visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently.
So please do
death.
tell me if you got something. Woohoo! To the bucket museum.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
This is a bucket. Dear God, there's more. No!
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him?
Stress bucket,
Can
worrying,
you see
negative.
that the bucket is
my.
far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Ah. Oh, wow, I finally get it with the bucket. Wait, there wasn't actually anything else to do here, was there? Son of a bitch. I've been fooled. Corn.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
I was a few minutes behind, didn't notice that. What? Didn't notice what? Corn? There was corn somewhere? Oh, you didn't notice you were a few minutes behind. The sequel is now paused. Begin the game again. Okay, so I have to do the museum without the bucket. I forgot that I was technically playing the sequel. Okay, so what's something else I can do? When you go into the boss's office, you can back out before the door fully closes. Interesting. Okay.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it?
What?
Is this Stanley's office?
That was my office. Fucking gaslighting me. Okay, let's try to go in and just pull out quickly. And then
when
I'll go
Stanley
back to the museum.
To a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Woohoo! Museum!
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind... Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oh, yeah!
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
God damn it. That one's gonna be kind of tricky to do because every time the narrator speaks, my game like freezes for a second. So I don't know if I can trigger that and flick back in before the doors close. Not easily, at least, but I will try. I'm also trying to figure out how
Stanley
I
walked straight ahead through the large door that
thing.
read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it,
go back
the
up
truth
the elevator?
was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violet. But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Wait, if light is on, call extension 914 immediately. Okay, go back up the elevator, you say? So I shall try.
Whoops. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me.
Ah.
Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Hey, wait a minute. Oh, well. The end is never, the end is never, the end is never, the end is never.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator.
Well?
It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated.
Oh,
it's
wonderful.
that keen eye for storytelling that you have. An incisive, rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Huh. Wait. Nope. I don't know. Oh, does he now? Splendid! Simply splendid!
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
What can I say? Inspiration just comes to me like out of, like the ether, like an angel's kiss. Mwah. Blessing my brain with knowledge of things to do. It's incredible, really. It's a gift. It's talent. I'm one of a kind, you know.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
No. Ha 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 ha. Back I go.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator.
Magnificent.
I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time?
Oh,
the suspense
man.
is killing me.
I can't wait to find out. Oh, it's going to be incredible. I hope it's the boss's office. But what if it's actually the boss's office? Like, hear me out. Like, you go up there and it's the boss's office. Like, oh my god. Brain explosion. Oh my god!
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
Oh god! You know, something tells me he might not appreciate my penchant for storytelling.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
Oh my god, dude. I love this. I love it. It's so dumb.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality.
Good.
As before,
That's very
I turn
worldly
to
of
your
you.
expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Ooh, Master Stanley. Ooh la la, we're getting all frou-frou up in this bitch. What do you think about that, Master Stanley, now?
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before.
I know.
I had no
Hold your
frame
applause.
of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Man, you know, I can't even... People ask me, where do you get these ideas? And I look at them and I say, they aren't my ideas. It's the mind space that creates it. And when I'm in that mind space, any idea that just floats to me, that belongs to the universe, man. Like, it's not me. All I am is a vessel for those ideas. And that idea says, go back up. Oh, damn it. Is he done? Is he too busy sulking now? Oh, good!
I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator.
Yeah, exactly.
But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting.
Oh, man.
Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
You're right. Oh, my God. God, where do I come up with this stuff?
Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible.
Oh, you mean
they
jump
want
scares?
Big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started.
Hey, Ruby, welcome.
Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal? This is storytelling, Stanley.
Yeah, keep
what
going.
you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time,
what's that
and we
room?
all
What's
know
that
it,
over there?
which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley.
Wait, what are these
Because you're
places?
not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you.
Ooh.
Which is why... Oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but... Well,
I'm a role model?
I've gathered a little press conference for you.
Oh my God,
so
really?
that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life.
Oh my God.
Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I
I'm not
thought it would
prepared.
especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley.
Oh man, what can I say to you guys?
I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh God, I'm not dressed. I'm nervous. My knees are weak. My arms are heavy. Puking up mom's
should
spaghetti.
Be just around the corner here.
All
somewhere.
eyes on Stanley, live on stage. World's healthiest human being. All tricks revealed. How we did it. The pyramids. Oh, don't you know it was sticks and aliens and somehow Bigfoot's involved and I don't know. Why? The guy who went to Mars. Awesome. Let's see. How do I fucking start? Hey. World peace, baby. There you go. I win. God, how do I do it?
Here it is. Just through this door.
Oh God, I'm feeling so inspired right now. Wait a minute.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry. You'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley.
The dude who came up... Oh, my God, I love that dude.
It looks like they're ready for you.
Oh, man. Oh, look, a little golf. Oh, wow, that's the literally easiest game of golf. Wow. Break a leg, champ, your boss. Oh, look. A picture from my son. Stanley, me, dad? What? Story. What the fuck? Okay. Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you come from, your co-workers. Oh, it's my book. Storyteller. Oh my god. The easiest golf game involving the adventure line for ease. Oh my god, you're right. Oh, I'm so glad the adventure line found work. He's a good person, really. He's a good sort. Alright. Yo, what's up, bitches? It's me, Stanley. Yeah, Stanley. Oh my god. You know, I don't think publicity is for me. Call me humble. Call me the most humble man alive. I don't think publicity is for me. Fuck. Okay, I need to go to the red and blue room. I need to go do that.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
What the fuck? That was weird. Was it supposed to repeat like that?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, I'll try to do the boss's office thing, but I don't know if it'll let me. The game might fuck me over on it, so I will try to. If not, then I'm heading to the museum.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we...
What? Holy shit, I can't believe that worked. Well. Okay. What the... Yeah, somewhere both red and blue. I'm pretty sure that's in the museum. Was everything... Why is everything turning yellow like that? What's going on? Did I genuinely break the game by doing that? There's no way, right? Oh! Hello, mystery oh, the abyss. You weren't kidding. Wow, do I hate that. Oh! Okay. Where does this take me now? Oh, God. You are now leaving. Really? Escape Pod Bay, 4760. Okay. 760. It's only 6 floors. I can do that. 755. What are you doing? You all doing good? How's life? I feel like I don't ask about other people enough. How are you? How you been? Things going well for you? Can you go a mild museum-related spoiler? Sure. What's the spoiler? Man, 760 floors. How big is this building? Life is pain. Understandable. Escape pod launch bay. Oh boy. My existence is... Oh, the collectible isn't there. Oh, damn it, really. Where's the room with red and blue? My chemical romance broke up. God damn it. What the fuck? Oh. Okay. A room that's red and blue. Where would that last figure be? Figlies. Where was that last Figly? A room that's red and blue. Red and blue. Red and blue. Trying to think. This is new.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The bucket's still here.
A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction.
You should bring the bucket to the escape pod. Oh, god damn it. Okay. We'll try to bring the bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Mr. Bucket's not an imaginary friend. He's helped me through so many issues. He's always been on my side, through thick and thin. He was there on my birthday.
Coming to a staircase,
he was there on
Stanley
my
and the bucket
funeral.
walked upstairs
he
to
was
the
there on my
boss's
anniversary
office.
with the bucket. He's really been there for me.
Stepping.
There we go. Even when he tried to take I mean, he only wanted to do what was best for me. I mean, he had a little bit of a Mickey Mouse thing going on, but you know, it's fine. Then suddenly, betrayal. Come on, Mr. Bucket, we're taking the escape pod out of here. That was not here before. Okay, that's weird. Here we go! I do wonder, is there, like, more to this game, or have I all endings? I haven't gotten that many trophies, but, like, clearly I'm not getting a trophy for every ending or something. But I do wonder, like, how many more endings there are left undiscovered. And basically what I'm wondering is if I should keep playing Stanley Parable or move on to another game. I am having fun with this. Gotta go see you. Alright, have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by. Like 30... God, okay. You should get the achievement for not playing for 5 years. Oh, fuck. I got a trophy for starting up the game a second time, so... There's that. It's called Welcome Back. So, you know I'm hot shit. Alright, Bucket, here we go. You and me, we're escaping. Oh my god. I'm letting the bucket go? Shh, don't cry, Mr. Bucket. It's okay. Oh my god. Be free, Mr. Bucket. They updated the 5-year achievement. Goodbye. Oh. A dagger in my heart. Did I do the right thing? I gave my bucket an escape from this world. They can truly be free now. No? Fuck. Wait, it's 10 years now? Fuck.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
All
room.
right.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What ending should I go for next? And how... my... My bucket's gone. My bucket's gone. Oh. I never got to explore all the endings with the bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, if you guys have a suggestion for what ending to find, please let me know.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire.
I can see the bucket again? Really? That's great news!
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt... But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Actually, there is one thing. I did it with the bucket,
Stanley
so
was
I should
so bad
do it...
at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I should also answer the phone, because last time I pulled it out.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Hiya!
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
How do I get the protect the baby ending?
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No buckets past... Oh my god, it's real.
Now listen carefully.
Red
this
and
is
blue!
important. Stanley walked through the red door.
There you are. At long last.
And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly.
Hate the
Savor
name.
this moment, Stanley.
Hate it.
This is a real accomplishment.
I absolutely hate that name.
This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward.
Can I have a trophy,
though? I
though?
would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Oh. Okay. Through the red door.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh. Well, that works, I guess.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
I don't know. This is all... Ooh.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Ooh,
if
I like
we just stay
place.
right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
This is very nice. I don't know if I want to stay here forever, though. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Oh. Where'd the door I came from go? Huh? Alright. As fun as this is, I think I'm gonna go. Sorry, narrator. Wow, that is pretty. But it's not for me.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Fine. You can stay here.
Where were we?
You can stay here. Stay here. I will go.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Alright, I guess that's what I'm doing. Can't leave your inner monologue. Is he me? Am I the narrator?
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
I do wish that his dialogue wasn't cut off all the time.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Yeah, okay. Okay. No? Nothing? Okay. Woohoo!
No!
Oh, hey.
Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me... No. No. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Well, there's nowhere for me to go, so... Goodbye.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
For you? Alright, fine. I'll indulge you.
Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Very pretty.
Very nice. You'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Nope. You had me, and then you blew it. I can't be happy anywhere else.
Perhaps not.
Goodbye, narrator. I will see you again in our next life.
Is this really how much you dislike my game?
No.
That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it?
No.
You're literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
No, that's not it at all.
Situation
no. This is just me progressing the natural order of things.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore.
I'm sorry.
I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
I'm not trying to make you sad,
dude. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
You're not gonna fucking guilt trip me into playing the game, dude. I'm sorry that you don't get to have your fucking light show. But that's not for me.
Is it over?
It's over.
It's going to restart, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm going back.
Here we go. I'm sorry, dude, but that's how things must be. You can't stay stagnant. It's not the way things are. Well, here I am. Oh,
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things.
What?
It's those figurines. Those figglers.
What about them?
I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one.
Oh, no.
Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
Oh, no, you're going to make like 30 of them, aren't you?
Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
No!
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Hey, Blake Dempsey. Welcome, dude.
I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines.
Oh, what the?
Just one more time.
Looks like DDR max BGAs with all that colors in the room. Yeah, pretty much. Ah, we're going back to the memory zone. How nice. Ah, how beautiful. Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. God damn it. Alright, I guess we're doing nature, yeah. Zone, sweet zone, the Stanley Parable. Oh. Hey, wait. The bucket's gone. Oh, of course. Oh, wait, no, that was an award. Pretty sure, at least.
Here's where it all began.
You're gonna make me do it over and over. God
Back
damn
then, we
you.
had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain?
God damn it.
We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Hey, what's that? Sure, go on. 7 out of 6. Hooray, I did it. Did I get shorter? What happened? The employee bathroom. Wow.
And here was a second Stanley. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be
sure
honest.
did.
Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
8 out of 6. What the hell's this?
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
That was this one. Under the stairs, right?
No. Under the stairs was the fourth place you found a Stanley, not the third.
No, it wasn't.
Well, I guess perhaps I shouldn't be surprised. Memories like these are so precious and so cherished that they all just sort of blend together, don't they? You know what? If under the stairs feels like the third place you found a collectible, then who am I to go making judgments?
You gaslighting motherfucker. I had to come to the stairs to get to the boss's office, so of course I checked the stairs first. Holy trippy line of mazes, Batman! There we go.
Let's see, what came next?
What the fuck? I don't... What is this?
Yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
No, we didn't.
Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
No. Pretty sure we didn't. You're just fucking with me. Now you are just straight up genuinely fucking with me. Okay, let's get out of this creepy pink room. Onward to the boss's office?
This was the fifth mini-stand, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Where? Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god, you fucking 2006 ass YouTube motherfucker. Wow, dude. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Takes you back, doesn't it?
Oh my
I spent a lot
god.
of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Holy fucking shit, dude. Wow. Stanley Parable is such a fun game.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others.
Yeah, you think?
Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
12 out of 6! Oh, man! Now I have 12. Ah, the illusion of choice. Well, red is my favorite color, so... Holy movie maker, Batman. What the... Oh, okay. We're doing this now, huh? Wait a minute. Oh, okay.
And then there was no more, because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, Memory Zone.
Oh, I hate that.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on.
Oh?
Stop the loading screen.
Wait,
Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines?
Like
Let's
what?
just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Alright. This time I'll go through the blue door to keep it fresh and interesting.
Okay, yes. The room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
Oh my god, dude. How far does this go? Because we're gonna hit some point where shit just doesn't work, right?
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Oh, you gonna play the video again? Oh, God!
Yes, I love that video.
God damn it, dude. I wonder if there's some way to get down there on that and just escape. Holy crap, though, this is funny. I'm having a hell of a time with this. Weird pink room.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
Yep. On the
These
stairs.
really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation.
Would have been so bad to just give me a trophy, a singular gold trophy. Yes. Ah, well, okay then. Oh boy, to the boss's shitter.
Perfectly. Don't you remember? Yes, I
Hey,
remember.
wait a minute,
too.
I'm missing one now.
The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Oh, okay, here we go.
This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurine. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Alright, before this was the exit, which I am now going to walk towards. Oh, God. Huh? Uh-oh, we broken it. The jumping. Holy shit, has this all
Look,
just
it's
been...
the terrible new content that we were
Oh my
originally
God.
sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
Okay. How far back does this go? Oh, we're...
Oh, yes! The two doors! Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this
Definitely
one.
not the Spanish. Oh. And back to my office. Okay.
And before everything else, there was your office.
Indeed.
Is there anything else?
Now what?
Was there something that came before your office?
I don't know.
There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember. Yes, I'm remembering something now.
What?
I remember before this whole story got started. Back
Wait
then,
a minute.
I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then, somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions, he would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be.
What?
Yes. I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
What the
I did enjoy telling his story so very much.
Am
Okay, here we go.
Am I actually reaching
This
an ending to this
is the
game?
story of a man named Stanley.
I'm confused now. Was that just fluff, or is this genuinely the last one? Huh. Let's see, for whatever reason, I consider this one to be canon ending of the story. I mean, it kind of seems like it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I know
perhaps he had simply
that I
missed
haven't...
a memo.
Oh my god, the replacement bucket! Oh wait, no, I can't do the bucket if I'm doing the other ending. I can't. I'm sorry, bucket. Actually, you know what? We can go answer the phone to get... No, I should go answer the phone without the bucket because I haven't seen that.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Also,
perhaps
it's getting
he wanted to stop
late,
by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Tonight.
Stanley felt lightheaded.
And if there's enough endings to go through
giddy
for
in a way
next
he
week,
had never known before. But
maybe
eager
I'll
to
go
get back to business,
again.
Stanley took the
Not,
first open door
I might move on
left.
to the next one. Who knows?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright, let's go answer the phone.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Oh my, for her.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley.
Oh, I walked past it.
You need to be the one to do this.
Oh my god, I did it! Hello? Hello? Hi there. I wanted to record these messages for you, to get you situated at your new job at Freddy Fazbear's.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on.
What?
Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
You're a
who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Ruin your life. Ugh.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning, Empress. I don't want to do that. God damn it.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
Not yet.
Now he's going home.
Wait.
Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Well, this is pretty fucking sad. Do I even have a TV?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
For dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby.
Wait,
and he
I wanted that one.
The Stanley Parable.
Okay, this is getting sad again.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Oh.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
I don't like this story.
He won't listen to me. He won't stop.
I don't like this one.
Watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. But if I don't push the button, the game doesn't progress. Uh-huh. So what you've done is you've set me up to fail. Because I can either do literally nothing, which is a choice in itself, but not really.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
I don't like this anymore, man.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
Well then. That was, horrible. Great. Real glad that was the one I chose to end on. Son of a bitch. But yeah, I do think, unless something fantastical happens here in the next, couple seconds, I think this is where I'll call it a night, because it is getting late. So, to anybody watching, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. It's still this. Same old game, same old office, same old everything. But for now, it's time to call it a night. And, I don't know. That's all, folks. Yeah, I can't do the Porky Pig stutter. But yeah. Night, everybody. Good night, everybody! There we go. That feels a little bit better.